Hi, welcome to Crafty Creations. Today we'll be making a character wreath using the Unique in the Creek character board. Hey friends, it's Liz here. I was just here to tell you that I did skip a step here. Here you see me with the water and the Kleenex, and I'm just gonna wet that inner part of the character board. That was what I was supposed to do, but the video failed to record, and I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, but as you can see here, the vinyl is already attached. And I do have tutorials on my YouTube channel where I show you how to attach the vinyl onto the character board. Just go into playlists and you'll see character board, and I'll show you how you can do that. And so again here, as you can see, I'm just attaching the zip ties onto the board 2 at a time, 2 sets of holes, altogether 32 zip ties, and that part failed to record as well, so I'm sorry again, friends. I'll do better next time. So enjoy the video, and thank you for watching. So now all our zip ties are placed onto the character board. As you can see, there's 2 each all the way around, altogether 32 zip ties. So now we'll be cutting up our mess. For what I'm using here, this is value mesh. It's going to be hidden, so it doesn't have to be it can be any color of your choice if you're going to do this, but I usually use value mesh for mine for this method. So I'll be cutting the mess 10 inches. I just use a rotary cutter. You can use a wood burning tool for this if you want. So you'll need 32 pieces of the value dental mesh. So I'll be finishing cutting up these at 10 by 10. So all our mesh are cut up at 10 by 10, all 32 pieces. So now we'll be cutting up our ribbon. And I'll put this all away first, and I'll be right back. So now we'll be cutting our ribbon at 10 inches. We'll need 32 pieces of the ribbon. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna measure this out on my mat here. The gray area here is 10 inches. Just fold them up accordion style. I have a measure buddy, but just trying to be precise with my ribbon cutting here. Just fold it up accordion style. So you'll need 32 pieces cut at 10 inches for this 2.5-inch ribbon. Again, all the supplies I'm using will be listed down in the description box. And so how many did we do? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So we'll do some more here. So the gray part, so 10 inches. So what I'm gonna do here is continue on making these, but first we'll cut these up, like separate them, all of them, both sides. We're not gonna dovetail these. We don't need to for this type of wreath. So I'm just gonna go in there and separate them up, turn it around and do this the other side. Just like that. All right, so how many did we get here? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 14. We'll need 14 more. 14? No, 18 more. So I'll continue on with this and I'll be right back. So all our ribbon are cut into 10-inch strips. There is 32, so there is a little bit left over when you finish cutting up your strips. So the next thing we're gonna do is ribbon petal. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'll just say ribbon petal. So for this you'll need clip, you'll need zip ties of your choice. In this case I usually use 4-inch zip ties, and do a couple of clips here, and of course you'll need scissors. So what I'm gonna do here now is make the ribbon petal. So I'm just gonna put this 10 by 10 cut mesh curve set up, turn it this way, and I'm gonna grab this, put it down over here, make a triangle, flatten it a little bit. I'm gonna grab this tip and put it over here, and I'm gonna grab this. This is where you can use your clips. I forgot to clip these for you. You can use your clips, so this way, if you're a beginner, you can easily fold the petals, and just fold this over. What I do for mine, since it's a wider ribbon, what I do is I just fold it up here like that towards the middle, and then I just fold it over, so this way this will be a little wider, and so I just clip it, and I'm just gonna grab this and find a middle, fold it over just like that. Again, you can clip it. You don't need these now, so we'll have this shape here. We'll have this. This is gonna be hidden in the ribbon, inside the ribbon, so this won't show, so you don't need to worry if it's nicer, folded nicer or anything, so it's gonna be hidden in the ribbon for what we're making. So we'll grab our strip here, fold it, find a middle, right? And I'm just gonna slip this in there. Make sure your ribbon is lined up at the bottom over here. So this right here, this value mesh, again, you can use one of those inexpensive mesh for this part because this will act as a backing. It'll hold up your petal, your ribbon, a little bit more, whereas if you just use a ribbon without the backing, without the mesh, it'll get squashed like that. But this one, it just jumps up. So that's why we add the bone part or the backing for the ribbon petal here. So here I use my 4-inch zip ties. Again, I make sure this part, when I add my zip tie, I make sure my zip tie is grabbing that part as well. So we're just gonna add a zip tie. Again, you can use any zip tie of your choice. You can use any design for this wreath. It doesn't have to be what I'm doing here. It can be Halloween, any seasonal, Christmas, Easter, or whatever. So I'm just gonna cut that off. Leave about an inch of tail. And you created a ribbon petal. So that's it. So it's really easy. So I'll do that with you one more time. So again, turn curve side up. You don't have to wood burn your mesh for this part as well. You can cut it like I just did with a rotary cutter, because again, it's gonna be hidden. There's no edges sewing, as you can see. And so I just put that this way to a diamond shape, and then we're gonna squash that down and fold it up, and then fold it up. This is how I do mine without using clips. So I'm just gonna pinch that here and clip it. So that's your backing or your cushioning of your ribbon tail, which is cut at 10 by 10. So when you add your ribbon, again, you make sure these over here are lined up, the ribbon parts, and you can use it to scrunch it right there. And you can use, for this part here, you can use a zip tie or you can use a rubber band. It's up to you. But the preferred requirement to cut your ribbon is 10 inches because there is only just enough for you to almost use up your ribbon when you do this style wreath. Okay, just like that. So I'll do one more for you, and we'll just go on to the next step. So I'm just gonna fold it over, fold it over. Again, you can use clips here. I've been doing a lot of these wreaths before and don't really need clips, so, but if you're a beginner, again, you should use clips. Again, just pinch it and we'll grab our zip tie. If you're sometimes when I do my petals, I use the longer zip ties because when the mesh is a little thicker. But for this one here, I'm just using the 4-inch here, which I'm running out. Okay, so you can open up your petal just like that. Okay, so that's how you make your ribbon petals. So I'll finish up the rest and I'll be right back. All our ribbon petals are done. We are ready to load them up onto the board. There's 32 of the ribbon petals. So we'll grab our board here again. So we'll start at the top, which is up here. And we're just gonna start at adding our ribbon petals into the board. So what I do here before I add them in, I just make sure, like I puff this out a little bit, and then I add it this way, making sure my zip tie is inside the zip tie like that. Okay, and we're just gonna go around and do the same thing. So again, spoof these out a little bit, make sure that your mesh is almost in the middle, and just poof it out a little bit and start adding the petals. Okay, and here I usually, you have to cut your zip tie tails just so you can go on to the next ones, so they'll lay nicely. Spoof them out and start adding them again, just like that. And I'll be doing that all the way around. Okay, so now we've reached the last two zip ties. all you gotta do for this part is just lift these up a little bit and stick this tail end of the petal inside the zip tie, making sure my zip tie is inside there, as you can see. And just pull that closed. Do the same thing with this one. Just lift this petal up, lift this petal up, and insert that petal into the zip tie. Close it off and cut off your zip ties. Okay, ladies flat, ladies down again. So right here, what I do is I make sure when I do these kinds of wreaths, I can't see the board on the side. So what I do is just go in and pull these inside so you won't see the board. And then same thing with these, pull them like that so you won't see the board. So that's how that looks with all the petals in there. You can stop here if you want and leave it as is, but I'm gonna decorate it with some flowers. So I need to heat up my glue gun first, and I'll be right back. All right, so now we're ready to decorate. Like I said before, you can stop here, hang it up as is, but I'm going all out with this. I'm just gonna decorate it because just to break up some of that leopard in the sign and the ribbon, I'm just gonna add some of these sunflowers. Randomly add them here and there, and maybe I'll add one into the bow, because I'm going to be making a bow to add it over here. So that's how I'm going to be placing my sunflowers, just like that. I'm just going to glue them on because I think they'll adhere nicely. But first, let's make the bow for this part over here, around here. So for the bow, I was thinking I was gonna use this one here. And I'll grab my bow maker, the Easy Bows Stow and Go. I love this bow maker. It's my favorite. It comes with this as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Actually, no. Just gonna put it this way, and this came off. Okay, there we go. This way. So what I'm thinking, I'm just probably gonna have just a short tail. I think I'm gonna go with a 12-inch tail. Five-inch loop. Probably just one loop is good. We will not take away from the sign. There we go. Grab a pipe cleaner. And just twirl it around. And I'm just gonna add that. Let's just glue these on for here before we add our bow, because I am gonna add it here, I think. Let me see. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna add it with this. Yes. So I'm just gonna put in glue here, lots of glue around on the green area here, and just stick it on there. It's gonna stick. It's gonna stick nicely, just like that. Oops, glue strings don't want this. Make sure you wiggle it around so it'll get caught onto something. Okay, we'll do the other ones. I was thinking I was gonna do like a one side of just sunflowers and a bow, but I think this is different. I like it this way, so probably around here is good. Oh, this one I didn't glue yet. Just shaking it. All right. So again, this is just an idea for you all to, if you made it this far and you like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet to my channel, comment sunflower if you like the video, or just adding the bow now. All right, so I'm just gonna turn this over, cut that off, just like that, and I'm just gonna stick these back into the holes. Make sure they're not bulky, they're all right in there, because it might not sit right on a door here. And while we're back here, I'm just gonna add my zip tie for hanging, just right here, the two holes sitting side by side. And get the tail off, and here's our wreath, but it's not finished yet. I'll need to add a sunflower in there, so we'll grab a sunflower and glue it on. Oh, perfect. Glue it on here. Just a whole man of glue there. Whoops, oh, that hurt. Just wiggle it around. Glue strings are everywhere. Again, you can do any kind of ribbon petal wreath, any season, any color. You can do it, anything, and just giving you ideas here. And again, if you like the video, just give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you back here for my next tutorial. So there's the finished wreath. Thank you all for joining Crafty Liz Creations. Bye.